very rare that New Zealand and Australia qualifies for a World Cup at the same time, and even rarer that it happens this far out. There's a lot to play for in this game, considering you're both going to the World Cup.
Look, yeah, for us it's massive. Being at another World Cup is huge for us in our history. Being only the third time. I was here there on a lot more regular occasion. But it's nice to have the battle early on for preparations for the World Cup, in our opinion. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
I think in general, I think it's a great thing for football that, you know, both countries have qualified for a World Cup together at the same time, as you said. For us to do it directly in such a difficult group was fantastic. Obviously the June window was perfect for us. And these two games now are preparing ourselves and our squad and testing ourselves for the World Cup, what's to come in a year's time. So I think it's perfect that these two games come at this time, and I think it's going to be a great show for both of us. Obviously both countries going to a World Cup, and you know, it should just be a beautiful night of football here and a beautiful night of football in New Zealand.
Yeah, the rivalry specifically, we obviously see it across, all the codes. We don't play as often as we did once upon a time, Oceania. Tell us a little bit about the rivalry and what this game specifically means, these games mean for you guys.
Look, yeah, across the history of playing together, we've had some good battles. For us, yeah, we want to beat Aussie. It's been a long time since we have. It's been talked about a lot this week in the media about it. So we want to put that right, and we're coming here to do that. We're up against a good side, and a side that's been on form in the last year or so, especially in the qualification campaign. So we know we're going to be in for a tough night, but we're looking forward to the challenge and taking it on.
Look, to be honest, I think New Zealand haven't had a stronger squad in the last, say, year or two. They've had probably the best squad that they've had in the last, say, 10 years. I think that's my opinion. And I think it's a squad made up of experienced players like Chris and some younger players who are playing all across Europe, and I think they're a really good squad. For us, the last time I played New Zealand was about 3 years ago when we played them in Australia somewhere, I'm not sure, just before the World Cup in Qatar, and we played them again in New Zealand. And for us, these games are special. You want bragging rights, I guess. It's like in football terms, if you want to say it's a derby, and you want bragging rights. And for us, there's no friendly games, and every game is a chance for us to improve and get better, and obviously place ourselves better on the rankings, and to hopefully get into pot 2 for the World Cup draw.
You two will probably be locking horns and kicking each other. I don't know.
Probably. What happens on the pitch is on the pitch. Off the pitch, it's a different story. But yeah, I mean, it's a battle when you go on there. It is what it is. It's football at the end of the day, so you just take it as you go. And we're both competitive. We both want to win, and we'll shake hands after and move on and carry on as life.
And then kick each other in a few days later.
Again.
No, I think he's right. I think, once you're off the field there, I think him being in the Premier League, it's a great privilege for me if I get out there on Friday to play against someone like him. I think that's an honour for any of us to play against players who are playing at the top level. But off the field, we can all talk and shake hands and have a coffee. But on the pitch, we want to play for our countries and for our families, and we want to do our best and win. So what happens on the field, there's no hard feelings. What happens on there and to what happens off the field, there's no hard feelings.
And just the final one, what can we expect from this All Whites team, Chris? It's a good team. You've qualified early convincingly, and you've got players playing in some really good leagues, and obviously the A-League boys as well are at a very good level.
Yeah, 100%. We are at one of the strongest points in our international stage in a very long time. So we've got a squad that's capable of both playing football and knuckling down and doing the business at the same time. We're coming here to play our football, our game, what we work on, and trying to get the right result. And we've done everything we can possible training-wise. And now we're just got to put it together on Friday night and then back home in New Zealand on Tuesday.
At Milos, it's supposedly a friendly, but there's spots up for grabs at the World Cup. Yeah, there's a lot riding on this game.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot riding on these two games and then the next window as well. But for now, we're here now. We're in this camp now. None of us can plan what's going to happen in October or later on. For us, this camp is the most important. and every spot's up for grab. There's a lot of new players here, young players, and it's a matter of us older ones who are in camp, who've been around a while, is teaching them and telling them what it's about to play for Australia, and that they understand that come Friday night and then again Tuesday in New Zealand.
Perfect.
Perfect. Nice.